We are right there. A train car. I've been planning this trip for a long time. This is a pretty good feeling. My cargo hatches are loaded with everything I'll need for the next 8 to 11 days. I'm leaving the city of Portland, Maine for the near wilderness of the coastal Maine. Area. So I'm here on Sand Island with Scott. He's giving me a tour of his treehouse.
Tree fort.
Garden shed tree fort.
Yep. It's all built from construction trash I collected on the mainland. So pretty much everything here would have been in a landfill or a boating hazard because I go after driftwood and stuff like that. And this card will get you a free ice cream at the Cliff Island Cafe. Yep.
Thank you.
And it does
There's the card.
There's a horseshoe. I'm not doing a survival YouTube channel out here where I'm like digging clams and drinking my own pee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm here to work on the islands.
How do you get power? I get asked the whole time. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got another little camp generator in there, but I'm not an electrician. I'm a plumber, so
yeah.
The whole watts and volts and amps and stuff kind of took me off guard.
Well, you know that's what extension cords are for, right?
But this doesn't work.
Planet Sand, everyone. I really wanted to climb up this tower, but it looks like they already found a way to stop idiots like me from doing that. Got Mark Island behind me. Probably at about 13 miles for the day. And I'm just headed in the easterly direction right now. Pretty intimidating looking at how far off I am of my destination. I am so hungry. So I've made it to this island. I've been looking for a place to duck out because I really don't want to go the next 4 miles. So this isn't on the main island trail, but doesn't look inhabited. Looks like it has a nice beach to land on. It's got a lighthouse You'll be able to see it right there. So that's pretty cool. So things turned out a little differently tonight than I planned them to. I had found this one island that was off Pompano Beach. That was, you know, paddled towards it, and then a massive herd, or whatever you call it, of these huge seals started, you know, slapping their tails and chasing me and making sounds and stuff like that. So that kind of scared me. They didn't want me there at all. So I continued on for probably 2 miles, maybe a mile and a half, to this island that I'm on now, Pond Island. And it has a lighthouse. Can you see it? Here's the sleeping situation for tonight. Sleeping bag on this tent platform. Got some music going. Got some food cooking. It is pesto pasta with salmon, and I'm going to add a salad kit to it. Well, it's currently 9 a.m. I got my whole camp packed up. I got everything down here at the boat ready to be loaded in. And it was nice. I got to see the island in the daytime. There's a lighthouse over there. It's really pretty. Mandarin oranges in front of Fort Pompano today. Hello. Well, I'm here at Reid Beach State Park. It's a really nice beach for up in Maine. Went for a swim. I replenished my water tanks just up at the water fountain. Took a freshwater shower. Let everything dry out, and I'm getting the GoPro charged up on my solar panel, and then the battery pack also charged on the solar panel. The plan now is to round Penobscot Point today, skip Booth Bay, just round the point, and then make for Bar Island, which is, I guess, 15 to 18 miles from here. I think I've covered 12, 13 miles so far, so I'm probably a little over halfway. Finally starting to see the Penobscot Point and the lighthouse right over there. And now I'm bound for Bar Island, which is just under 6 miles away. I really want to go to sleep. Can't run out of steam now and go slow because I don't want to get stuck paddling at night again. So tour time. So if you walk up these steps, there's a nice little trail leading to the campsite. It almost has like a tropical vibe, dare I say, for a Maine island. And there's a large camping platform over here that I'll be staying on for the night. And if we head out this way, there's a second camping platform I'll probably set up my solar chargers on. Well, here we are. You know, I would never be excited about this at home. This whole thing makes food so much better. One rather difficult thing about sea kayak camping in an area that has a large tidal range, meaning the tide comes way in and goes way out, is that your boat and all of your gear needs to be carried up to a safe area, which in my case is up past this rock beach on the bluff there on the island. And then in the morning to do the same thing. This morning I got some great value sliced peaches. I like to paddle out offshore a little bit before I start breakfast. I like just sitting out here eating some fruit, kind of looking at the waves and stuff. It's nice. I am headed due east for Mosquito Head. Beyond that, I'll probably end up on Nettle Island, Clyden's Island, or somewhere off of Owl's Head. The weather today is nice. The winds are pretty light. The seas have picked up a little bit, but not nearly as much as I expected. It's a lighter paddle day, but not by much, probably around 20 miles. I want to get as close as I can to the Penobscot crossing, where I'll be crossing Penobscot Bay area from wherever I'm staying tonight over to Vinalhaven. Crossing is about 9 to 10 miles depending on where you start from, and that's just open ocean with no islands around, and it's also a shipping lane. So in a lot of ways, life out here is pretty complex, just for the amount of equipment you need, and but in other ways, life is pretty simple. Ooh, your arm's cramping? Drink water. Did that fix it? If it didn't, eat some food. Now you feel better. Here in Port Clyde, I just got some clam chowder for $5 at the general store. And now I'm gonna go fill up my water jugs at the spigot that the one of the boat guys swears is drinkable. So. You know what's interesting? That lighthouse looks exactly the same as the one I took a spinach break at yesterday. Same model lighthouse. Alrighty. It is 1400. We have gone 13 miles so far. And we're right here at Mosquito Head. Right there. I'm going to paddle the 9 miles out to Nettle Island, which is out there. You can't really see it on film too good. I mean, you can't see the island, but you can see the group of islands that it's behind. Right up on this island says that it can be used for camping in emergencies, but it's very small, has no protection from the wind, has uneven terrain, and high banks with rocky ledges. So this is going to make for a very interesting night. I'm gonna explore this island with you for the first time too. They really mean it when they said uneven terrain. Okay. This right here looks the most promising. Let's see, pulled the boat all the way up here. I actually paddled around and took out there instead of the beach, which is so much easier. Clothesline set up, drying out what I can. And then my 2 solar panels, soaking up the last of the sun. This one, if you're wondering, I got off Temu. It does not have a battery pack, but it charges very well. And right now it's charging my GoPro under that towel. And then this one is a little bit nicer. I got it off Amazon. It charges very slowly, but it has a battery pack that lasts a while. I don't know if they're called sea roses or if that's just right on the sea, but I think these are sea roses. Here we are on Nettle Island tonight. Now that crossing is 9.6 miles, so that's quite a distance of open ocean. And then we have a lot of shipping traffic coming out of Belfast, coming through here, Rockland boat traffic, and also some traffic maybe coming from Bucksport and Searsport coming through here as well. We want to avoid all that, and we want good weather. Well, the winds are still blowing out of the south as forecasted. Right now they're 12 to 13 knots, gusting to 20. Later in the afternoon, they're forecasted to get up to 15 knots, gusting to like 22. Not a huge change, but the seas also out of the south, so that's coming onshore out of the south, directly onshore. They're going to be 3 feet throughout the day. A lot of fog out there. There's these heavy fog banks rolling past. Off to my west, it's a little bit clearer than it is to the east. So I'm hoping this kind of rolls through. So I think what I'll do is I'll eat some breakfast, clean things up, and then I might paddle just myself, just paddle out into open sea without all my gear, leave all the stuff camp set up here in case I'm staying here another night, and just check out the conditions and see what they're like out there. Well, we've got nothing but open seas ahead of us, and this is what the wind and waves from the south looks like. Now, I'll be honest, it doesn't look great, but as you can see, there aren't many white caps. There very rarely is a white cap out there. Additionally, I don't see a lot of huge swell like I've encountered before. What I see out here are choppy, very frequent, but choppy, small wind waves. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head east in the direction I would be paddling and see how that feels as opposed to paddling directly into the wind. Oh, whose beautiful little campsite is this? All right, the wind and seas seem to have laid down. The sun is out. Directly ahead of me, I have 8 to 9 miles of open ocean in between me and Vinalhaven across the Penobscot Bay. 2 to 2.5 hours. I've been making 4.7 miles an hour so far, so hopefully a lot shorter than that. But here goes nothing.